Hi Libra, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. There's definitely some waiting energy, some culminating energy, something coming together. Starting off with the King of Wands. It looks like it's your time to shine, but something's keeping you feeling a bit held back from doing this. The King of Wands is an energy that we step into where we're taking action, we're taking control, we want to do something creatively, or we want to initiate something with someone. And there's a sense of feeling kind of stuck in your head about this, about taking action in some way. I'm feeling a little bit like you want something to be perfect, so there's a sense of like holding yourself back from even initiating this or doing it. But maybe this is also something that you're looking at. It's like if you're going to do something, you're going to have to be okay with the way that it comes across. And especially if this is something like new that you're doing or something that you're unfamiliar with, there's a sense of needing to be okay with things not being perfect. And to cut yourself a break. You could also feel like a lot is weighing on you. I'm also looking at the Six of Cups and the Moon. If we're talking about wanting to perfect things in a way that's unrealistic, that this may be something that you're going back in time on and trying to figure out where this came from. Like maybe when you did certain things that felt like natural or normal to you, it wasn't approved. It seems like something psychologically that's been affecting you. Something from like childhood or a past experience even that you had. With the Pisces energy here, this can be something subconsciously that you're working through right now. Could have been something that you were taught when you were younger even. This means too, with the King of Wands is someone that wants to express themselves creatively as well and like do it in their own way. So like in a way that feels authentic to them, regardless of like who approves or who thinks what or anything like that. And maybe this is like the part of yourself that you're trying to tap into, doing things that are authentic to you and wanting to, I'm also hearing extravagant, and wanting to explore creatively and also not be so hard on yourself if things don't like come across as like perfect or exactly as you want them to be. There's a sense of like needing to get okay with like building and like not this all or nothing mindset. Because there could be some things that you want to explore that you're holding yourself back from because it's not going to be perfect or because you think it's not going to be perfect. So maybe also a sense of like feeling judged at times, and maybe that holds you back, or even the fear of this. I'm seeing this as being something that you're working through right now, because I'm seeing it's like something that emotionally impacts you is now affecting you and how you take action. And there's a sense of like when you work through this emotionally, you're going to find your confidence maybe in a place that it had been lost. To really trust yourself intuitively, trust yourself creatively, trust what you're feeling, how you want to do it, and stop thinking so much about it. Because it seems like as soon as you step into an energy where you're like, you know what, I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm ready to do this regardless of the outcome, There's a sense of feeling successful just because you got yourself to do it. And I think that you're going to be surprised too by what you're producing and the outcome of that. It looks too like there's a sense of addressing something from the past. This can be like a past person's voice in your head, or like some past experience that you had that you feel like holds you back from stepping into your energy in a more confident way. And I'm seeing there be a sense of like you wanting to set boundaries with this like past experience, or like in order to work through it, maybe something being addressed. I'm hearing milestone. You working through this psychologically is the karmic test for you. I am seeing that you're making progress. So it seems like this is something that you've been like repetitively addressing for yourself. Seems too like there's somebody that you're close with as well. This could have been like somebody you grew up with, or like someone that you just have a close relationship. There's a sense of making progress with like reciprocity and equality. So this would be like knowing what your values are, how you want to be treated, knowing what your standards are, things like that, and making progress with expressing these things, especially with someone you've had a long time connection with. For some of you, you could be like collaborating with someone, working with someone, or you want to. For some of you, this is something that's going to be upcoming for you. I'm looking at Gemini and Pisces. Yeah, for some of you, it looks like there's some type of new collaboration or new project you're going to be starting with someone. If this person may have Pisces prominently in their chart and or Gemini. If you're not looking at someone's chart, this relationship would be signified by somebody that you've known for a long time. For some of you, since childhood. For some of you, it can even be a sibling. Somebody that you're very close with. I'm seeing definitely a sense of, I'm hearing age and history here with this person. It looks like as soon as you like kind of get out of your own way and you initiate something creatively, that other pieces are going to fall into place, and that you may be getting somebody else involved in what you're working on. But it seems like the psychological component needs to be addressed first. And I am seeing it relate back to like your confidence in yourself and your creativity, your self-expression. Yeah, I feel like some type of fear has been holding you back from doing this. It's something that you want to do. It's something that you're interested in pursuing. It seems like you're also working on like how to better work with people as well, in a way where you feel valued and you feel like there's a balance and equality to your relationships. Also feeling more confident expressing your emotions, especially when it comes to your preferences. I'm getting this. Because you may have preferences, but you may not always speak about them, but it seems like there's something specific or particular that you want, and that you're going to be voicing that. This can mean something that you don't want as well. I feel like you're trusting yourself more intuitively, emotionally, building upon your creativity. Yeah. If you have like some type of nagging voice in your head, it seems like it's bringing more stress to you. But I am seeing this come from like some type of anxiety or fear. Something that's been affecting you, I'm seeing. Being guided to ride the wave with temperance here. And give yourself a break. Again, I know we said that before, but I'm seeing this, yeah. You may be like working a lot, or just like even being hard on yourself, or like something's going on that feels pressing emotionally. There's a sense of relaxing into the experience that you're having, getting to a place where you're feeling comfortable working through the things that you want to work through, giving yourself time, focusing on like self-care and your needs, and letting go of things that you need to let go of. For some of you too, you could have been in a place where you feel a little bit stagnant, and you may be moving more into like being more action oriented. Saw 1111 on the time when I looked up. Yeah. I'm definitely seeing like a more slowed down energy here. But it looks like you're going to be breaking out of it. Something may have been taking more time than you wanted it to. It looks like you're still also figuring out like what you want, what you don't want. Where in your life you're feeling satisfied, where you want to be working on things, what you need to let go of, what you want to hold on to. For some of you, this is job related too. It seems like there's some type of transition that you're going to be making. Like you may be stepping into a new role or a new identity or a new way that you're making money. For some of you, this is a side hustle, I'm hearing. Something that's going to take time, I'm seeing, or like something that you've invested in and that you're building upon now. It seems like you're making room for this because you're letting go of other things in your life that like maybe more time consuming, but you don't want to be putting in as much energy into these things. But I'm seeing this be very much a process. It's like as you're releasing certain things, you're making room for other things that you do want in your life. And knowing too that it's something that's going to be an evolving process. And to give yourself time to fully understand this. So it's like rather than just like throwing things away and hoping they're the right things, there's a sense of like wanting to be sure before you throw certain things away, or before you walk away from certain things or leave them. Like I'm seeing this like throwaway be a metaphor here. Yeah, for some of you, there's definitely success that you're building with a like new type of career, a new role, new responsibilities even. It seems like you're really putting in the work for this and knowing too that it's going to take time to build. This may feel like a little bit of a challenge now, but I'm seeing you are going to end up being successful with this. There's just a sense of needing to be consistent and stick with it. There's some things that you're walking away from too. Like if you had been watching other people, keeping track of other people, comparing yourself to other people, things that involve like being around other people's energy that you don't feel like is in alignment with your path, there's a sense of walking away from this. For some of you, this has to do with like some sort of group, even at your job or something like that, because the devil can speak about like corporations and things like that, businesses, I'm also hearing. But this can also be our tendency to like overindulge or overengage with others, and there's a sense of walking away from this. There's also a sense of rigidity that's being moved beyond too, like it has to be this way and that way and all of this, and there's a sense of like creating your own line work now, I'm hearing. So rather than feeling like you have to like color this that way and this other thing the other way, there's a sense of like you choosing the palette of your choice. And feeling more in touch with your vision and your creativity. Yeah, for some of you, I'm seeing like there be some sort of switch from something like this can be like an activity or a job that's more socially acceptable, or it's something that feels stable to you, very career oriented based. But something that may be more structured, and I'm seeing there be a sense of you like breaking out of that and doing something that you feel like you enjoy doing. And this can be breaking out like doing something individually, or doing something that feels more like you, or bringing a sense of individuality into the work that you're doing. What I'm getting as well is that the more you're like watching other people, although like in some ways I think it's good because you can get inspiration from other people, there's a sense of also wanting to make sure that you're not like over involving yourself in other people and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and wanting to do things like your own way, because I'm seeing like you have a very specific vision, and so this is very important for you because it's not like what other people are doing, and so there's a sense of not wanting to lose that. So if you feel like you're basing certain models like too much around what other people are doing, there's a sense of wanting to break away from that and reconnect with like your personal individual vision, and to create from things that are like innate and genuine and coming from that place within you. So there's a sense of like not wanting to lose your creativity, and to hold on to the essence of that for you, to keep steering what you're doing career-wise, or how you're making money, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm hearing overindulging again. There could have been something or someone that you were involved with. This can even be like social media or certain people you were talking to that like things to be a certain way, or like just have this maybe even like cookie cutter types of ideals that don't fall in alignment with what it is that you want to do, and there's a sense of not wanting to stifle your creativity by like engaging with this too much. So I'm seeing it be very important that you're doing things like originally and creatively to you. Because there's a sense of like if you do that, it could potentially be successful, but it's not going to feel fulfilling in the way it will if you're like using your own voice to really lead your vision. And I'm seeing too, it looks like there's some big changes that you're going through. I'm looking at Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius. I'm hearing Virgo. I'm looking at Scorpio. It seems like the more and more you're getting in touch with yourself and like your personal vision, I'm also hearing your personality. There's a sense of overcoming obstacles and having this process be like an evolving process of you like finding your storyline more, what you want to expand upon, and allowing yourself to go through this individual evolution is what I'm hearing. It looks like you're finding more satisfaction in what you're doing, as far as like a new career or role that you're assuming, or a side hustle even. And it looks like some big changes are in the midst of happening right now. So this is like a period that's kind of in flux currently. I'm also seeing Neptune here, which is Pisces energy. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.